And we're back in 2025 this time. Here we're going to talk about the Telegram games and all the different mini apps that are happening at the moment. There's a bunch of launches happening in this first quarter, especially in January. So we'll go through some of those as well as some other updates from the whole Telegram mini app space. Welcome everyone, I'm Lathaz, and I'm back after a little bit of a break over the Christmas and New Year's time, but ready for a lot of content to start coming your way. We've got new games, we've got scandals, we've got updates. Firstly, I just want to say Happy New Year. Hope you've had a great few weeks and ready to see this bull market start ripping again soon. Sorry, did I just say soon? I don't know why I said that, but anyway. Let's get back to the video. In this video, I've tried to synthesize all of the updates across all of the biggest Telegram mini apps from the last few weeks. I'm just going to put it all into one video. So this video could be a bit long, but feel free to skip around. I'll have the names of all the apps down the bottom so you can skip to those points if you'd like to. Otherwise, feel free to just enjoy the show. Okay, let's get straight into it. Updates on the PAWS project. So over Christmas, there was that Grinch issue where they came and like stole all of the PAWS from everyone. And then basically you had to go back in and claim all of your PAWS back. That was trying to get some of the bots out and the people that were inactive. So that did mean that out of the 72 million users, only 20 million stepped up and actually claimed the points they're saying here. If you haven't already, make sure you go onto the PAWS site here and click verify yourself. This is another way that they're using to get rid of the bots. Once you have started that verification process, you will have to link both your TON wallet and your Solana wallet. Then you'll be able to go on and use this claim function when it does open up. Feeling pretty positive about PAWS. Launching on Solana, they clearly have something to do with Dog with Hat. I'm not exactly sure what they're, but looking good. So make sure you go on and do this because otherwise they're going to get rid of all of your PAWS and they're just going to get burnt. In terms of more updates, they did put out this Q&A yesterday, which talked about when TG was happening. They said basically they're just working on it and they'll get to it as soon as they can. You'll also receive your PAWS tokens based on the number of quests you've completed. Now, there are still quests being launched at the moment, so if you haven't done a lot of the quests in the past, probably jump on and do some of those. It'll also be based on the participation in projects listed on the PAWS roadmap. So that was things like dogs and Cazen, I think, and a few others. The number of active referrals that you had is an important one too. Some voting medals. I'm sure part of it is also going to be the W PAWS that you bought too. If you're seeing coal on your screen instead of PAWS, that does mean that the Grinch stole your PAWS and you didn't claim it in time. Unfortunately, that means you've missed out. Moving on to Nordom Exchange. Genuinely one of the best looking apps there is on the Telegram App Store, I think. They launched these avatars a few weeks ago, but honestly, I didn't find them until I saw this post. And even then, I still couldn't manage to find where they were. So I'll show you in a second where to find them, but let's just have a look at some of the things you have to do. There's different tasks in here, like doing 30-day streak, knocking on the door, using keys to open the doors, inviting friends, and a whole bunch more. So if you wanted to go and check this one, go onto your app. If you look up in the top left-hand corner, you can see your username. Click on that. It will then have some stats for you there. And then this is the bit that's a bit hidden. You then go and click on the little pen icon to change your image. And there are the different avatars that you are unlocking. In order to get that bottom one there, you do have to unlock all the characters, which I know that's going to be difficult, but just try and get as many of these avatars as you can. I think each one is going to benefit you for the airdrop. Funny, in my head, I still feel like this is a newish game. And then I look here and it says I've played for 93 days. Crazy. Let's talk about Flappy Bird now. I covered Flappy Bird in one of the very first videos that I made, and barely anyone was playing it. And there's still not that many people playing it, but I think that they're going to be able to pick up steam now a little bit. This is their roadmap. They talked about how they acquired the Flappy Bird IP. That's been done. They've launched the beta game and had 500,000 users with their Teams event. They partnered with Notcoin and NotPixel, and then also some upcoming partnerships with top Telegram communities as well. The Flapperton Season 1 starts soon, and then it'll go into Season 2 with some P2P and tournament play, so playing against other people, before the Flap token will launch and the airdrop will happen. There's also going to be some staking for the Flap token as well, and it's going to expand onto mainstream app stores, so go back to iOS and Android app stores. And then finally, they want to get into some brand licensing and partnership in merchant media, which is kind of like the Pudgy Penguin sort of style, I think. I know the start of this Flappy Bird game has gone fairly slowly, but I think it's something that actually does have legs. People know the Flappy Bird brand, right? So if they can get through these things and then they're starting to do some partnerships and whatever, and they're putting it back on the app stores again, I think there's actually a chance here that this could do okay. Now, I have no idea about the Flap token because I don't know what utility that's going to have yet, but this is just one of those games that I'm not willing to miss out on because I do think there is promise here at least. And I think we're very, very early. I've been playing this for months now, and I was early then, and I'm still early now, I think. So I recommend getting on this one ASAP. Also, it's fun. Did you guys play Flappy Bird back in the day? It's actually a fun game, so it's not bad to get on there and play a few games every day. Seed has launched this epic trailer about what is coming to their game once the game is kind of finished. They talked about having 60 million people playing. I don't know if you remember Pokemon Go, but this trailer looks awfully similar to that. I'm so pumped about this. I loved Pokemon Go when it was first launched, and honestly, I probably played it for way too long. But just look at this stuff. It just looks epic. All the different characters look really cool. I'm assuming that the birds you have will have something to do with this. You're going to have the seed of some kind. I don't know. It looks so cool though. And if they can pull this off, I'm genuinely so bullish about this project. So go and check out the full video and get just as hyped as I am. Also, did I say that 70% of the tokens are going to be going to the community? That's huge. Two things to take note of here is that Seed is going to be launching on Sui. There's going to be an S-Love token that you're going to use to upgrade your tree NFT and your Seedmon NFT and your Seed Bird maybe. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. There's a lot happening. I'm really excited for it though, and I can't wait to learn more about what is happening with Seed after TG. And then they dropped this piece of news that your Seed tokens that you've earned in the game so far now are also going to be transferred into Ton Combat, and basically that's going to help you with the airdrop in that game as well. I'm just feeling really bullish about Seed right now. I don't know. That trailer just really sold me. The animations and the graphics look so good. I don't know whether the token is going to be worth that much, but I am genuinely excited to actually play that Seed game myself. Breaking news. This is Editor Zach here, and Seed has just said how much their supply is. So let's go have a quick look. And here you have it. Total supply is 1 billion Seed, which isn't too bad. This is just my first thoughts. This has only just come out, so I haven't really thought through this too much, but 1 billion is not too bad. It does say that there's still time to act. We've just added 5 fresh tasks, but they won't stay open forever. All farming methods will officially shut down on January 15th. We've got about 8 days left from the time that I post this video to do anything that you can in the app to get as much Seed tokens as you can. So jump in there and try and finish it off strong. A few other updates from Editor Zach. If you are in the Lathaz Farms a Ton Telegram channel, then you would have got these messages already. But we already talked about how Seed was going down this Pokemon Go style stuff. Well, it looks like Genopets is doing the same thing now. So if you have a look at this video, you can use your phone to scan the area around you, and then it's going to put the landscape of the Genopets world into your world. And basically you're going to be able to then claim different areas and all sorts of stuff. So this looks really cool as well. We've now got 2 games that are going down the same sort of route. If you've continued farming the Cazen airdrop, now obviously most of the Cattea tokens were given out at TGE, but they have also kept, I believe it's not, yeah, you go, 19% of the Cattea tokens that they're going to then be giving out as part of this airdrop pass. They've just done airdrop pass season 1, that's just finished, and they've got 10 million Cattea tokens that have been shared with the community. They also have given out tokens for Bombi and Cone. Neither of these have had their TGE yet, so they're just something that I guess you're going to have so that you can trade on TGE when they do have that. Cazen has a very interesting release schedule now for their Cattea tokens. As I said, a lot of them were unlocked at TGE, but holding back 19% to then give out over time. And it's not just over a little bit of time, this is over a long time. Each airdrop pass will have a 90-day cycle, and only 1% of the tokens will be distributed every season, which means that we've got another 18%, because they've just used one, they've got another 18% to go, so 18 times 90 days. I was just curious how long that is. That's 1,620 days, or if you divide that by how many days in a year, it's going to be 4.5 years until all of the Cattea tokens are unlocked. So we're going to be farming Cattea for a while. What I will say is they've done a good job in keeping the user engagement. Firstly, by having their game center, and in their game center, the different games inside of that also give you airdrops. So things like Bombi and Cone and whatnot. It also wants you to keep coming back every season because you know you can get more of these Cattea tokens. I'm not going to lie, I feel like Cazen is building a little bit of an empire here. If you've missed out on farming Cazen up until this point, it might be worth looking to see how much they get out of the season 1 airdrop. And then if it's pretty lucrative, then at least you know that you're going to get these Cattea tokens every single cycle, and you're also going to get some other tokens potentially as well. I'll update you more on this once we get a bit more numbers around how much money people are getting out of this season 1 airdrop. If you are farming vanilla finance through Cazen, you now can go and claim your tokens in that app, so make sure you go and do that. And Cattea has officially launched. It was in beta. If you played in the beta, you got some sort of early access reward. If you haven't played it yet, I'll put a link in the bio, but you can also jump into my Lathaz Farms a Ton channel and you'll be able to access that as well. Each day you get 3 plays. It starts off with this easy level where you just have to match 3 different ones and then it clears it. I think it's impossible to fail that first level, but then you go to the second level, and so far I found it to be impossible to clear this level. I think the furthest I've got is about 83% of the way through, which you find out at the end of the round. Once you do lose, you find out what percentage you got through. But again, you're just going through and finding 3 matching items, and then it clears it. If you fill up this board, then you lose, and then you would have to go back to the start. There are some power-ups here that you can use, and to get those power-ups, you can either spend those coins, which I wouldn't recommend doing, or you can share the link with one of your friends or something. This is one of the more fun games that we've played so far on Telegram, so jump on there, give it a crack. It is good fun, and if you manage to clear the level, write in the comments below that you've cleared it. And maybe some picture proof can go into our Telegram channel as well. Time Farm has officially launched their ads platform, their different website. Basically, how this is going to work is you can start your own campaign that will come in here as your available tasks, and you can pay for that using the time tokens that you're kind of earning at the moment. As they say, it's building a global micro task ecosystem, connecting freelancers worldwide with real rewards for completing tasks. So if you're familiar with Fiverr or something like that, it seems like it's going to be a similar thing to that, but through Ton and through the Telegram app. Here's a few of the different things that you could do. You could have watching YouTube videos or engaging with different social media posts or having surveys and feedback, downloading certain apps. I'm sure they're going to add more and more to this as well. Although this platform may not be useful for you, like you may not want to actually advertise anything, this actually could be a pretty good utility option for some different projects if they want to promote themselves. If there's a way that they can keep users coming onto their platform and engaging with these tasks, then it actually could end up being worth it. If you're familiar with the online advertising world, if you think about like Facebook ads and whatnot, there's a lot of money that goes into that. Now, I don't think it's going to get anywhere near to Facebook's level, of course, but as a project who's trying to advertise to Web3 users, something like Time Farm could actually end up being one of the best options, because you know that with these 21 million users and 5 million daily active users, you know that they're Web3 people, right? They've come in here and been farming the Time Farm token, or they've been having whatever they're doing in this app. They're going to be coming in here and they're Web3 users. And because you need to use the time token, which is what we're earning, they would need to potentially buy that token to then be able to do these tasks, which, you guessed it, should send the time token price up. All sounds great, but it is very speculative. They do need to get the users and they need to get the different projects who are actually interested in posting on these platforms. If you're farming Telegram games or anything on Telegram at all, you need to be subscribed to this channel and be in my Telegram chat. Let's talk about the Birds app. At first, it looked like it was going to be something like dogs because it had a similar sort of logo, but they've started really building some stuff. They've got a wallet in here, which they've integrated swapping into. It is important to note that this is the Sui chain, so you're just swapping between tokens on the Sui chain, not the Ton blockchain. They've also hinted at this Birds NFT trading platform, which this looks pretty sick as well. They've been audited by MoveBit. That's great. They're building some partnerships with some other tokens like Suiland and Bluefin that are both really big, and Navi too. Now, once you get to a certain level, you're going to have to pick which bird you want to turn into. So you've got the Thunderbird, you've got the Iron Bird there. Here is Dr. Bird, Bird Pool. I think we're understanding where this is going, right? They're making it easier for people who have just started the game to get into it as well. If you haven't played it from the start, it can feel like it's a long way to catch up, but now you're able to skip all of the levels with Sui. So you're basically paying to upgrade. So either you started playing from the start and you got to do so for free, just putting in your time, or now you can put money into it to try and level up quicker. Anyway, I like this one. They're not trying to farm us out of our cash, which I really like, but they're also building a lot of cool things. Let's talk about a little bit of juicy drama here. So Blum came out and they've started their season 2. Still no signs of when their token's going to be launching, but they've basically said that all of the points that you've earned so far will still count, and they're being called Blum points, and they'll still continue to count. But now the main focus is farming meme points. The way to do that is essentially using their meme pad for everything, and also their trading bot they've got. You can see the exact scoring method down here on how you can do that. But basically, you just need to use the meme pad, buy some memes, sell some memes, maybe even create a meme yourself. And then you also need to use the trading bot to do that too. There's been a fair bit of controversy on Twitter with some of the people in the Ton ecosystem saying, why are we forcing people to start using meme pads? Remember that the Ton blockchain has a lot of new people to the crypto space in here. There's probably a lot of you that are watching this that are new to the space as well. It is not easy at all. There are a lot of rugs. The prices of the tokens go all over the place. They can drop to zero very quickly. But when this is one of the products you've made, of course, you're going to want to incentivize people to use that product so that they can earn the airdrop. So while I understand that part, I do also understand the other side of it as well about why are we introducing new users of crypto into something that's as risky as memes. And not just memes, but like small memes, like starting from like $0 memes. They also came out and showed us their roadmap for season 2 as well. Essentially, it's looking at like AI agents coming to the meme pad, trading bot updates, some of these different things. The TG is coming at some point during season 2, and they want to go multi-chain with their meme pad and trading bot too. They're saying they want meme pad live streaming, but if you saw that on pump.fun, it didn't work very well. There was some very bad issues that came out of that. So I wonder if they've got a different way of doing this or what they're planning for their live streaming. Just to sum up as well here, season 1, you were just doing the tap to earn, and that was where you would get the Blum points. Season 2, you've got the tap to earn as well a little bit, but you've also got the trade to earn, which is where you can get the Blum points and the meme points, and that's your total season score. What it also says here is that these seasons and Blum points and meme points may carry different weights when calculating your final season score. If you want to check out a podcast they did where they go into a whole bunch of different information with the co-founders of Blum, then I recommend going to have a listen to this. It's just over an hour long. Check it out. Let's talk about the Booms app now. If you're not familiar, this is Polymarket, and Polymarket is a predictions market where basically people can go on and essentially bet who they think is going to win out of these different outcomes. For example, you could bet on Elon Musk's number of tweets from January 3rd to 10th with a whole bunch of different numbers here, and you can predict what you think will happen. Or you can do something like, will Trump end the Ukraine war within the first 90 days? The reason I show you that is that Booms has now launched their own predictions market. So going into the Booms app now, you can see these are all the different prediction markets at the moment. When you decide that you want to vote on one, click on it, and then you can set which currency you want to use, which obviously at the moment, the only one you can use is their coins. And then you can set how much you want to do. So let's say that I just do the max here and then click confirm. Then I've successfully made my prediction. Along the top, you can see there's the different categories, and down the bottom, you can see there's the portfolio button. Click on that, and that will take you to the different bets that you've placed already. If we go back and look at some of the predictions I've already made, I've managed to nail 3 from 3 at the moment, and I'm up about 200,000 coins at the moment, which is pretty cool. The other thing you can do here is you can essentially cash out based on how things are going at the time. So if I think that right now, I've said that Bitcoin will hit 105,000 in January, but if I think that maybe that's not going to happen, or that it's like almost at 104,000, but I think it's going to tank and I want to try and just cash out on that before it does tank again, then I actually can sell that. And depending on what the odds are, I'll get a certain number of coins back for that. Now I've invested 100,000 of these tokens on this one, and I'm saying that yes, it will hit that. It's saying that my expected profit is 330,000 because most people are saying that they don't think it's going to get there. The other piece of information from Booms is that you're getting these Booms tokens in the top left-hand corner there, but you can also see in the top right-hand corner those coins that you've been earning from your daily rewards and whatnot. All of those daily rewards are also going to be put into Booms tokens at TG. It's obviously not going to be a one-for-one sort of situation, but the more of those coins that you're earning, the more that you can then turn them into the Booms tokens, and obviously you can sell those if you want. Let's talk about some of the snapshots and the upcoming airdrops that we're going to see in the month of January. Firstly, YesCoin has had their first snapshot. Sounds like they're going to be having a few of these, so just keep progressing in that game and you'll keep hitting those different snapshots when they come up. Virtus is having their TG on January 12th, so expect your tokens to start coming to you soon. Lost Dogs TG is January 14th. TapSwap, which has been going for ages, they're having their TG on January 23rd. Wcoin is going to have their TG on January 25th. And they've also hinted some stuff about the WAI token as well that you kind of been getting in there. I don't know exactly what that's going to be about, but again, something in the AI narrative. That sounds great. I'm keen for that. And then others that I think could launch in January would be NotPixel, PAWS, Wagmi Hub. I think they're saying January as well. And then Seed potentially, but looks like that may end up being Feb or March even. In terms of the NotPixel tokenomics, that's looking really great for the people who did receive that airdrop. Unfortunately, I didn't earn enough of the pixels. Basically, there's a 250 million supply, which is very small, and 80% is going to the community, which is awesome. So congrats to all of you who received that airdrop. hopefully that should do pretty well for you. In saying that though, I don't really know what the pixel token is going to be used for, but I guess you just sell at a launch. All right, let's look at bums. It is going to be a meme coin. There's going to have some utility to it as well, but it's just hard to tell with these games. Some people are thinking this does give meme-fi vibes, which it definitely does. There's certainly that for sure. There's a lot of money that they're asking you to pay for these different gift boxes and whatnot. I feel like they're hinting that the different costumes that you can get in this game might become NFTs. That could be one thing that could be worth something. I also think this Bums ID passport, I don't really know the use case for this exactly yet, but they kind of see this as a way to show all of your Bums Game Center apps and how you're going in those different things. So you can see here FOMO hash that they've built as well is one of the things there that I've got a member sticker for. It's one of those things that I'm probably not spending too much more money in at the moment, but the money that I already have spent in there, I just kind of am hoping that that does well for me. In terms of news though, if over the month of December you were going through and doing the New Year achievements, that is all finished now, and you can go and click at the bottom there. It says gift day claim, and if you claim on that, that will go to the mystery box tab, and you can start to claim all your rewards. So every one of those gifts that you got, you can now open a box, which means you're getting, for me, I got 150 boxes to open. Now, as I was opening the boxes, I was recording everything that I got from each of those boxes just to see what the value was that I got out of that. I don't know exactly how much I spent in it, but it probably was maybe $10 to $15. I didn't think to do this for the first 10 boxes that I opened, so this is just for the 140 boxes after that. I got quite a lot of these expedition things, which gives you those boosts for a certain amount of time. I also got some auto tappers as well, a bunch of energy, which that I then used to spin the wheel, and kind of got some of these things as well, which that's all factored in here as well. And then I also got some of these different items as well, and to these different tiers. The epic one, this Santa bum, was the very last one. So I think that if you got the 150 boxes and you ticked every one of those boxes, then you would get the Santa bum as your last one. So make sure you go and claim those ASAP. One other thing they've got is this Bums Town now in beta. And if you open this, you can see the different rules and what you have to do. It does cost stars to get into these towns. I haven't got into this too much yet, but it's something that I'll have to start looking at, I think, as well. I do think this is different to MemeFi. There's a lot more in this app, and there's a lot more that they seem to be building as well. So I've got some hope for this, but it's going to be a meme coin with a little bit of random utility, so I wouldn't hope too much for this one. Everyone's favorite airdrop from 2024 on Ton was obviously Hamster Kombat, right? We all made tons of money on that. Well, they have officially become a DAO, and if you don't know what a DAO is, it's a decentralized autonomous organization. Essentially, it just means that there's no one leader, and that the company themselves aren't meant to be making all of the decisions. All the holders can vote to figure out what they want to do with the project going forward. One proposal that was put forward was for Hamster to create a layer 2 blockchain. Basically, if you don't know what that is, you've got the Ton blockchain, which is like your layer 1, and then you can build other chains on top of that, which usually provides different utility, or maybe it's faster or more secure, or there's something about it that just couldn't be done with just the Ton blockchain on its own. There's heaps of this on Ethereum and Bitcoin, right? The vote happened and the DAO community has spoken. There will be a Hamster L2 blockchain built on Ton. They've said absolutely nothing, as far as I can tell, on what this L2 blockchain will be and what it will do and why they're going to have it. Having a token of a blockchain is a big deal though. So if you're still holding a hamster, it may actually turn into something in the future. Now, I'm not saying hundreds or thousands of dollars, but maybe your 20 cents might become $20. Who knows? They've announced that they're starting season 2 testing for beta users right now, and they've sent out some invitations to 30,000 community users. So go and check if you've been reached out to and you can join the beta testing. Otherwise, season 2 should be coming soon. It says that you can expect different events, tournaments, bottles, don't know what that means, leaderboards, rewards, and many more. This next project is Krypton. I found this through YesCoin. They partnered with them early on. Their main focus is AI-powered gaming, and basically they're building a game app store on Telegram. And all of those games, they've also got this AI agent that kind of works through and gives you different tasks and whatnot. I'm not really sure how much of this is AI at the moment, but they have launched Agent K, which is their AI-powered community manager. You can tag Agent K in a tweet, and then you basically can ask it a question and it will respond to that question using AI. If you're not familiar with this, this is massive at the moment in crypto, and there's some really, really big ones that are being built. This was built on Eliza, powered by AI16Z DAO. I just asked it how I thought it could compete with Ton Station, as it's another game app store as well on Telegram, and it gave me a little bit of information. It's not too bad. If nothing else, they're fitting into this narrative. If this narrative does take off even further, and they are the first Telegram game to have one of these as part of their project, then I suppose that's pretty bullish. Dogiators is asking you to choose between either Doge or Pepe, and it sounds like there's going to be some sort of battle for the meme throne here. So choose which one you think may be the one to win. I'm thinking maybe Doge might be the option because it is Dogiators as well, so dog and dog. But I do like Pepe myself as just a meme in general. But the first choice is free, and you can change your faction one time for free as well. Head to the settings menu in the fighting section to claim your free choice. Other changes will require payment. And here's one I prepared earlier. So if you go up to the settings icon here, you can go to faction here and then choose which one you want. I'm going to choose Doge, and there you have it. That's simple. Moving on to Wagmi Hub. Now, this was formerly known as Cyber Finance, and they turned into Wagmi a couple months ago. The ticker is going to be Wagmi. The blockchain they're going to launch on is Base. Does also say that to expect a surprise. Not sure. And the Wagmi token will power the ecosystem with VIP access to premium AI features, ability to use API for AI integration, exclusive meme airdrops, interesting, revenue sharing, staking rewards, reduced platform fees. Sounds like a bunch of stuff is going to be used for this Wagmi token. And I like they're leaning into the AI side of things because that is going nuts at the moment. It did hint at the fact there will be bonuses for early adopters as well. One other thing to note is that the tokens are going to be distributed directly into your Wagmi Hub wallets. So you probably want to start checking that a little bit too. They say that they want to become the leading hub for AI-driven meme coin innovation. I like this because AI and memes are both big this cycle, and being on the base chain, that's another big narrative. So they're really tying a few big things together here. I'm pretty hopeful about this. They've come out and said as well that it will be launching in January this year. They do now have some AI insights of some different meme coins that maybe you should look into buying. So far, they've done okay. They've got 89% up with one of them and 77% with the other. So that's kind of cool to see. To market airdrop did happen over the last few weeks, and it was absolute dust. That's for sure. Nobody got what was worth their time or money for that game. But they have still got these farming pools, and I haven't sold any of my tokens because honestly, it wasn't worth it. So I'm just staking them all, and I'm just going to keep going through the farming pool for now. Now, you do have to go on and claim your pixel swap if you do want that still. So I would go on there and make sure you claim that at least. Again, this may not be worth much, but if you've already staked to get it anyway, you might as well go and claim it. Moving on to City Holder. If you're playing this game, they now have got countries, and you can join those countries. Basically, think of countries as giant factions or whatever it is, and you can just join this, and then you're going to get different benefits from it as well. Self-explanatory. Jump on and just join one of those. Few updates for Major, if you're still holding that token. They have got this verification happening from Major with a business card. Not really sure about that. If you've bought a phone number, you can also rent it out on Major as well with the Major token. Again, like it's good utility, I suppose, but probably not enough to warrant a really big valuation. And then finally, you can also upgrade your achievements to NFTs. So if you've got a bunch of those, I would recommend go and do that. You've got 21 days, it seems, to go and do that before you can then start trading it and transferring it as you'd like. If you weren't happy with how your Major token has gone, there's a chance that these NFTs could be worth something. So go and check it out. This video is already extremely long, so I'm not going to go into detail with this, but there are some updates to the Telegram app itself, which I think is always good to take note of because some of these projects end up using these features. Firstly, all the GIFs that they have, you now are going to be able to turn those into NFTs. There's going to be message search filtering now, so you can search for something in private chats or group channels or whatever. That's going to be pretty handy for me. There's going to be some verification for third-party public figures and organizations now, which that's just only going to be good to make sure that people don't get scammed. You'll now be able to put a custom emoji in your folder names, and there's a QR code scanner being baked into the Telegram app now. Okay, well, we got through it all. There's a lot there. I'll try and do some more regular updates now, and we'll be able to keep on top of this so we don't have videos that go for this long again. I've got a lot of videos ready to go in the next few weeks, so make sure you subscribe to this channel as well so you're ready for all those. Anyway, I don't want to make this any longer than it already has been, but make sure you subscribe, join my Telegram chat, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy tapping.